the clock is ticking, and I'm definitely excited to put forth everything that we planned for this big day. So the preparation has started from almost a month and more for us to make sure that we get you the best. And by the time we end this session, we definitely leave with a lot of insights, offers, and definitely surprises that you would really love to go ahead with. So we'll just go live now. We'll begin the session. Thank you so much, everyone. I'm Halima, and we'll be talking about the Triple CIS business model. Triple CIS is Certified Career Counseling for international students. So we have all the deserving aspirants here who wants to make some difference into their journey, who are already into this journey. They want to take their existing business to next level. And the ones who are yet to start, we will definitely be that platform who can help you kickstart your business in definitely a wonderful and the best possible way. Next slide, please. So here are some quick reminders. Use the chat box to communicate with us. Prepare to note down your questions for the Q&A session. We will have a dedicated Q&A session at the end of the webinar, and we'll make sure we'll address all the questions that you have. Stay till the end of the webinar for surprising offers, to get the industry insights, and to hear from the one who is already with us, who would want to share the experience with you. And stay tuned for success stories from our star clients. So next slide, please. So the agenda for today's session will be why entering the study abroad business is a valuable opportunity in today's landscape. What's behind the rising demand for study abroad in the coming months? These are the questions, queries we had received from a lot of aspirants who reached out to us. So we made sure that we get this addressed for you today. So we will be unveiling the strategies for seizing untapped business opportunities and gaining a competitive edge, game-changing technologies to accelerate your growth, how to be better than others who are already in the field. How can we support you in initiating your study abroad consulting business? Next slide, please. So before we go ahead with the information, I would love to share this with you, and I'd love to take this moment to announce the achievements we have had recently. As you all have been one of the, you have all been the supporters in our journey. I would really want to take this minute to share this with you, that we have been awarded as the best career planning platform by Entrepreneur India 2023. And next, please. And we have also been awarded as contribution as pioneers in career counseling technology. And Mr. Ankit Agarwal, who is our co-founder and the product head, has been listed as the top transformational leaders to watch in 2023, featured in Outlook Business Standard and ANI. And it has been really a proud moment for us. Next slide, please. So without further ado, we have with us Mr. Vipin Prashant, who is the CEO and definitely the man behind the strategies here. So I would welcome Mr. Vipin Prashant to take it forward and definitely give us all the wonderful industry insights for which we all are here and thrilled to hear from you.
First of all, warm welcome for each and everyone who is present here. And yes, this session is going to be very interesting, and also something that you are going to get a lot of insight about study abroad business, all right? Because you may be seeing some of the flashy side of it. You may be missing out on some of the things that you should be knowing. And also you should be knowing about how you can make it work, all right? So in this session, we are going to cover up to some extent, because in detail, we'll be covering it in our training, all right? So we try to help you with those insights. Next slide. First, we need to understand why study abroad business. Because you would have heard from somebody else, you would have seen somebody else doing it. You may be saying that they are earning good amount of money. So you may be having some kind of interest by looking at it, or you may be having inherent interest in doing it in education business altogether. So we may be thinking about starting, right? But this is the market inside. It is very important for us to understand the market even before starting, right? So what is the market size for study abroad business in India? There are more than 10 lakh students are studying abroad at this point of time. Currently, there are 10 lakh students and above. They are in 85 different study destinations. All right. And India is the second largest sourcing market for international students in the world. So it is biggest. What is the first one? What is the largest sourcing market in the world? If India is second, what is the first? Which country is the first one? Anyone who can type it in the chat? Absolutely, Arjun. You are right. China is the largest student sourcing market in the world, and India is the second largest. But India is the fastest growing sourcing market in the world. All right. India is the fastest growing. China is not growing in that fast, especially after COVID. All right. And there are estimated 90 million senior secondary students. That means age between 14 to 18, and 40 million graduation students who is currently pursuing graduation. That many students are there who are direct market for you. That means 130 million students. They are direct market for you. All right. They are the target audience for you. Now, once I am saying 130 million, how to understand this number? So this number, this is a number, is the total population of UK, Canada, and Australia put together. If you are adding the total population of these three countries, 130 million comes into picture. So that is the market that we are addressing. They are the target audience for us. All right. Next. Now, as I mentioned already, millions of students are out there in the market. We just saw that a rough calculation of 130 million people are the target audience for you. Why they should go abroad? Why they even look at a need for studying abroad? There are needs. There are definite and specific needs for them to study abroad, because nowadays, unlike 20 years back, even middle class people having the aspiration to study abroad. Previously, only someone who is having money, they are going and studying abroad. But now, anybody can go and study abroad. It is feasible now, it is possible now. With the advent of all financial services and the NBFCs coming into offering education loans, banks that is offering education loans, it is possible for anybody. All right. So now, a tough market for fresh engineering graduates for getting a job, and graduates struggle to get a job. The first thing what they may be thinking after 6 months is, okay, if I need to join any course that can get me a job. In order to get a better job, they always think about, okay, let me go for study abroad. All right, let me go for masters. The masters in India and masters abroad as well. So studying abroad is a better option they think about, aspiring for. So they consider that. Second reason is there is a slowdown in ITES, manufacturing, BFSI. The professionals, they think about in order to upskill themselves, upgrade themselves, they go for study abroad. Even there are courses, the target audience for upgrade or Jigsaw, they are working professionals. And obviously, they want to upskill themselves. They want to upgrade themselves. They want to move ahead in their career. They think about, okay, let me do this course. Let me do my master's. The better option is studying abroad itself, so that they can get a job placed, they get a PR, they get the citizenship down the line as well. That's what they think about. So that is a definite need over there. Next. For last 3 to 4 months, the inquiry for uh, international universities increased by 3 times already. It is, in fact, it is increasing from COVID 2020 onwards. It is increasing multiple folds. All the countries are processing the visas in the maximum capacity. You would have heard about this news like US appointment, visa appointment is pending for last 11 months, 12 months, 1.5 year. So all those things were happening because the demand increased suddenly and they were not even estimating this kind of demand. So with the existing capacity, they could process only so much. So pending appointments are there for 11 months, 12 months, 1.5 year also. All right. So demand is so much, it is increasing every month. Next. Even a simple search in Google, you can find out. Even the search volume in Google, that is going in millions. And that is increasing also. Increasing gradually and steadily. Okay. Next. Now the question is when to start. Okay, now we know that huge target audience, huge market is there. But when to start? So just to give an idea, there are 2 major intakes for international studies. There are other intakes also, but 2 major intakes. Spring intake and fall intake. Spring intake is January, fall intake is September. Alright. Admission work starts at least, means normally they start 6 to 8 months before. But at least by 3 to 4 months before, you need to start the work, admission work, by shortlisting the university, applying for the university, documentation submission, and getting offer letter, paying the deposit, applying for visa. All those work starts at least 3 to 4 months before. If 1 month before you are starting, there is no possibility, because if one thing that is getting delayed, it's not possible. All right. For you to join on September, you need to start the work at least by March. At least by March. All right. So upcoming intake is Jan intake. September is already over. September is this is the September. We already processed all the application. Visa also came, and now they are booking airplane tickets, flight tickets. They are booking and they are leaving everyday basis. All right. So now January is what we can at least think about, because in another 1 month that will also get closed. But if you are processing for January, if you are starting it now and you are sending the student, your payout will come in 3 to 4 months from the time of enrollment into the university. That means around April, May, you will be getting the payout. All right. If that is not happening, you are sending the student by next September. All right. Then that means another 4 or 5 months it will be taking for the payout. That means 2025 only will get paid. It may looks like very long time, right? So it is very important to start immediately. So that you get paid this coming April itself. And you will kickstart the cycle immediately. Once you are starting the cycle, then the payout keep on coming. Every intake it keep on coming. All right. That's why it is very important to start now. Otherwise, it will delay by another 1.5 years. All right. Next. Now you may be thinking there are so many people out there in the market now. If I am also starting, how I am going to be different? There are so many people out there. There are agents, there are consultants, there are counselors. You may be seeing a lot many service providers. In Hyderabad, every street there are 10 service providers. In Ludhiana, in Surat, Ahmedabad, in Kochi, in one street there are 10 service providers. And how I am going to run this business? You may be having this thought process. For that, you need to understand who are the service providers, what they exactly do. Agents, consultants, and counselors. So we need to understand who are agents, who are consultants, and who are counselors, because they use this word interchangeably. Agents call themselves as consultants, consultants call themselves as counselors, counselors don't know what to call themselves. All right. So it is important for us to understand what is the meaning behind it. Agents are the representatives of the university. They are representatives of the university. That's why they are called as agents of the university. That's why they are agents. All right. Consultants are someone who is having a knowledge, about getting admission into top universities where they have knowledge. To share that knowledge and time, they charge a fees. Where they are getting paid from the university? No, they are not getting paid from the university. They are getting paid from the student, from their clients. All right. So agents are getting paid from the university because they are agents of the university. Consultants are getting paid from the students because they are spending their knowledge, time and knowledge. For that, they are charging a fees. Like any other industry, someone who is sharing their time and knowledge, they get paid a fees for their time, and they are not on payroll. That's why they are called as consultants, right? Exactly the same meaning over here. All right. Now, who are counselors? Counselors are the representatives of the students. Counselors are the representatives of students. They understand students, analyze, and they provide solution, whether it is a tie-up university, non-tie-up university, whatever the best solution for the student, they provide it. That's why they are called as counselors. All right. Now, what is the objective of agent, consultant, and counselor? You can understand. Objective for agent is they need to fill the quota. They need to fill the target that is given to them to fulfill the seats. So, whatever the student coming, the first thought process is how I am going to fill this quota or the target given by the university. All right, whether the student need it, doesn't need it, what he is interested, that comes secondary only. I don't blame them. This is their work. All right. Consultant. Consultants spend their time, effort, everything. There is no question about it. But whether it's good for them, bad for them, guarantee for getting admission, there is nothing. Nobody can give the guarantee. That is for sure. Even counselor cannot give guarantee because the person who is taking the decision in the university, it's not a person. It is actually a panel, admission panel. They take the decision. All right. Nobody can influence it. But consultant, they spend their time, effort, and everything. Once they are getting paid, that's it. But when it comes to counselor, the objective of a counselor is success of the student. If you are understanding why somebody want to go and study abroad, because they want to increase the probability of success in their life, right? They want to increase the probability of success in their life. Ultimately, that's what it becomes. They want to earn higher, they want to settle down because they want to be successful in life. And that increases, studying abroad increases the probability of success in life. Now, if they want to be successful, and counselor's objective is also the success of the student, then it is absolutely aligning. Yes or no? Agent's objective is filling the quota. Student want to be successful in life, not aligning. Consultant want to charge fees for the time what they are spending. Student want to be successful, not aligning. Counselor want their student to be successful. Student want to be successful. Absolutely aligning. All right. So you really want to be agent, consultant, or a counselor? That you decide. All right. It's in your hand. You are the one who is going to take that decision. Next. So, what do you really need to start a successful study abroad business? These 5 things are very important to start a successful business. First one is knowledge. Because end of the day, study abroad business is a knowledge business. Because you have the knowledge, your clients are coming to you. All right. So, knowledge is the prerequisite. So, you need, if you are not already having that or not from this background, obviously you need study abroad training. That is one thing. Second, technology. Because the whole business involves lot of deadlines, application deadlines, visa deadlines, documentation, lot many deadlines, and each and every student apply for minimum of 5 universities. So each and every university have different deadlines. So many things going behind it. So you need to send across the communication. Communication need to be seamless with all the stakeholders, university, students, with you, with everyone. Everybody need to be in the same page, and communication need to be seamless. For that, if you are handling only 2 or 3 students or 5 students, it is still fine. You can handle with one Excel sheet. But again, even for recommendation, you need the updated data. Every time you need to do the ad hoc research in Google, and that keep changing. All right. So technology is important for you to run it seamlessly, properly. Any volume that you can handle with the help of technology. All right. Technology is basically for scaling your service and also to fine tune and increase the quality of your service. All right. Backend operation is also very important, because if you are focusing on onboarding clients, then backend operation will go for a task. If you are focusing on backend operation, then your onboarding will go for a task. Okay. So backend operation like application filling, visa filling, and all other communication, everything need to be taken care. University tie-ups. So university tie-ups, they come up with a lot of conditions, numbers, targets, and follow-ups with the universities for payouts, for releasing offer letters to payouts. There are a lot of communication that goes on and off. All right. So that communication need to be established, because this is the base. If you have these tie-ups or non-tie-ups, universities, you know how to process and how to connect with them, how to generate revenue out of this. That should be in place. All right. Then the last but not the least, that is lead generation. If everything else is there, but you are not generating leads on there, then nothing will happen. Right? So lead generation should happen seamlessly. Your marketing effort need to be put forth, and leads need to be generated on daily basis. Counseling need to happen on daily basis. Only then you can create that huge funnel that convert into counseling, and the counseling convert into applications convert into visas, and then the payout will come. All right, this is a funnel. So if you are feeding the funnel more, then more the outcome. Less, then least will be the outcome. Less number of conversions. All right. Next. So how all these things will be incorporated in CCIS, how you are going to get benefit through CCIS, incorporating all these parameters what I covered so far will be highlighted by Ms. Halima. Take it over, Halima.
So much, Vipin. That was really a lot of insights, and that was really wonderful. I'm sure everybody must have understood the importance of being a certified international career counselor. Thank you so much for taking time out and sharing this valuable insights with us. Everyone, thank you so much for staying tuned. We'll go ahead, with the further, agenda now. So to understand what is CCIS, as you know, that's it's Certified Career Counselor for International Studies. So this covers the training across 20 plus countries. So you don't really need to restrict yourself to a couple of countries, maybe, to 5 countries or 6 countries, whether I will have the bandwidth to cater to all the countries and the students. You don't really need to worry about it, because with us, you can get access to 20 plus countries. Certification with international accreditation, which makes you globally certified and give you the access to counsel the students across the globe. And this certification will remain valid for lifetime. So as with Mr. Vipin Prashant's session, you understand the importance of being a certified career counselor, and you understood a difference between an agent and a consultant. So you would also get the international certificate with international accreditations, study abroad new gen tech platform, as it was explained again, the importance of technology. If it is for one or two people that you're dealing with, then absolutely you don't need technology. The Excel sheet should be fine. But if you're thinking of going beyond that, performing good and getting more leads, then it has to be the technology. So when we have the technology, we will also have the concerns if we will get the technical support. So we will definitely have the technical support available for you, so you don't need to worry about that. And if you need help on university recommendations to the students, if you need any suggestions, we also have the professional counselors here who can support you with that. And having access to more than 1,500 plus readily available tie-ups is what is an important aspect here, because it took 12 years for us to achieve this milestone. And you don't really need to go through that long time to achieve this. You can just collaborate with us and you will have those readily available tie-ups to be yours. We will also provide the medical admission support and unlimited study abroad profiling assessment. As I said, only discussions or only information might not be valuable for the student or their parents who are looking for a solid support to take their child's future to next level. So to do that, you really need to have the support from the technology, where you can run the assessment on the student to understand whether the student is eligible to study abroad, and if yes, what are the universities the student is eligible for, whether you can definitely afford those two universities, what is your capacity to accommodate. Everything can be done with that assessment, which is possible only with the technology that we will provide you. Dedicated backend operation supports, which is the technical support that we have. Any concerns or queries that you have in the technical front, we will have the operations support who will be just a call away or a ticket away to resolve your queries. Higher payouts and higher payout certification. So getting the highest payout, where you will get the students, counsel them, help them shortlist the universities, and then we take over to make sure the student gets the admission. And you get the 70% of the commission for that, which I feel is the wise way to get into this field to start your business. Marketing materials for lifetime. We strongly believe, being an edtech company, we strongly believe that it is not only the money that matters here, it is definitely the content that makes all the difference. So we do have the access to all the raw information, the latest information from the universities, and we share that information with all of you on a weekly basis, and that's going to be for lifetime. So client engagement webinars to understand any difficulty that you might be facing, and we will address that, discuss that, and make sure that we cover those bottlenecks, clear those roadblocks to make sure that you're performing well. So this is what the support that we provide, and we sum this up with CCCIS, which is a part and parcel of this whole program. Next slide, please. So definitely when we get into a business, the major questions that we will have is, what are the modes of earning? What can be the revenue that I can generate from this? So there are 4 earning models in this business. One is counseling. Like I said, if it is only information that you're sharing, that is not enough for the parents and the students. So when you provide the counseling along with the milestone report, with the assessment, that adds more value, and our channel partners are earning about 4,000 to 5,000 in small cities and town. In metro cities, it goes beyond that. So 4,000 to 5,000 per student is what our existing channel partners are earning for counseling with a milestone report. Markups is a privilege that is provided by Edu Milestones to all our clients to make sure that they don't really have to depend only on the commissions. We want them to give the comfort zone to the student that you can choose any university that you want, whether or not we have a tie-up. You don't really have to tell the student or force them to go with the universities that we are associated with, as we don't have the bandwidth to deal with non-tie-up universities. So you don't really need to do that, as we have the option where you can process applications to the non-tie-up universities also, and yet make a good amount of profit and revenue on the markup pricing on the application processing. So payouts is, as you all understood, that 1,500 plus tie-ups that we have. If the student opts to go for one of those universities that we have a tie-up with, we provide 70% of commission. So that's another mode of earning. Channeling is nothing but creating your own franchisee partners in and around. If you're in a city but you don't have access to the nearby schools or colleges, you can probably tie up with the local agents and make sure that you share the profit and get more and fetch more and more students from the nearby locations. Expand your business, create your franchisee partners, and let us know the assistance that you would need from our end to train them and get them live with you. Next slide, please. So to understand that what could be the earning in terms of non-tie-up universities and in terms of tie-up universities, we have categorized the universities into 6 different options. Category 1 is for Ivy League colleges. So we are one of those very few vendors in the market who has the bandwidth to make sure that we deal with the Ivy League colleges. Getting into Ivy League colleges like Harvard, Cornell, Princeton is definitely not an easy task. So we definitely support the people with the students with the Ivy League application processing backed by amazing profile building. So to process an application for an Ivy League college, it costs around 70,000 to 1 lakh to begin with, but we charge only 35,000 for the first application. You can mark up your price on top of 35 to whatever you feel is right as per the market scenario or as per your student's financial situation. So anything that you mark up on top of 35,000, the profit will be totally yours. All right. And any additional profile will cost only 5,000 rupees. Again, you can mark up on 5,000, and whatever you earn beyond 5,000 is totally yours. Category 2, as I explained, they are the tie-up universities, the 1,500 universities that we have. The application processing and the visa processing will be free on those universities. And once the student gets the admission, let's say if the student has paid around 20 lakhs to the university, and if the university is giving us 2 lakhs, you get 1,40,000 and we get 60,000. So you get 70% and we get 30%. So that's 70-30 for all the tie-up universities. Category 3 is for the non-partnered universities, all right, other than the Ivy League colleges. On an average, the market charges about 25,000 for one application, but we charge 25,000 for up to 5 applications. So you can mark up your price on top of 25 to whatever you find is relevant, and anything that you earn above, over and above, is totally yours. The same applies with category 4, European universities. We charge 35,000 for 5 applications, whereas market charges about 35 for one, and we charge 35,000 for 5 applications per candidate. You can mark up over and above 35, and anything that you earn is beyond 35 is totally yours. And we also have added new countries, and we deal with Japan, South Korea, Hong Kong, and Taiwan as well, which falls under category 5. And we charge 60,000 for up to 3 universities, and you can again mark up, and over and above will be yours. The medical universities, again, the same criteria we follow. We charge 60,000 for up to 3 universities. You can mark up over and above, and anything that you earn beyond the 60 is totally yours. So that's pretty much it about the application processing for various countries and universities. Next slide, please. So once the student came to you and you shortlisted the universities for the student, provided recommendations, and collected documents, and then you can forward the file to us. And then we take care of everything between from registration, application, visa processing, SOP support and guidance, interview guidance. When I say interview guidance, it could be a university interview or a visa interview, university coordination, fast track application processing, real-time application status will be provided to you. Education loan assistance can be provided to the student, and pre and post landing support, including post landing support includes airport pickup and accommodation will also be provided. So once the student reaches out to you looking for the option to study abroad, everything from filing an application, from university recommendation to accommodation, everything will be provided under under one roof with Edu Milestones. Next slide, please. So here are some of the marketing materials that we've been talking about. We get this information from the universities straight away, but that will only be a raw information, but we convert them into interesting flyers and banners just like this. And you can add your name, number, and logo on it and promote yourself on social media. And when you do that, the people will understand the kind of bandwidth you have to be able to have access to such an enormous amount of information. Next slide, please. So these are some of the success stories as well. We make sure we share the success stories so that can motivate the people following you. You can even get the hard copy or the soft copy of these flyers yourself, and then you can promote yourself on social media or in the universities or coaching centers. And this is going to be for lifetime. So adding advantage, further advantage, we also have the option where now you can book IELTS through us. Next slide, please. Yes, so you can book IELTS through us, and very soon we will be announcing a lot of other additions as well that we would be providing in terms of support. But let's keep the secret layer on it, and I will announce it definitely in the upcoming webinar that what we have in store for you. So you can even book your IELTS through us. And next slide, please. So these are some more marketing materials. Okay, so to understand for all the people, you heard what Mr. Vipin had to say. You heard what are the categories, different categories, earning potential that this vertical has in terms of, application processing or commission. So overall, to sum up, what exactly is the procedure to follow the process is, you get the student, you counsel the student and do the initial screening and profiling, and with active support from Edu Milestones, and may help the student understand what is the right course and country for them, and collect the documents, make sure the documents are correct, as that plays a very important role in application selection. And forward that once you collect the document, you can forward the file to us, and we make sure that we process the application and visa flawlessly, and the application team will take care end to end. And then all you have to do is receive payouts from the university and enjoy the benefit of being into this vertical and to be in collaboration with us. Next slide, please. So we have with us Mr. Satish Chandra. I'm sure you must have read his profile that I shared with you on WhatsApp. He's the man behind running this vertical. So he will have definitely a good amount of insights to let us know that how he deals with this vertical. So Mr. Satish Chandra, I welcome you here. Please share us the insights about this vertical. Thank you. Request you to unmute yourself. We're not able to hear you.
You have done that.
Yeah, you're now audible. Yeah, thank you so much. Your voice is not audible, Mr. Satish. If you can just make sure the speaker is working. Yeah,
is it audible now?
Yes, it is now.
Yeah, thank you so much. And a warm welcome for everyone. To start with, study abroad, was explained by Mr. Vipin and Halima in a very detailed manner. And to tell you the rest of the story, study abroad is a huge market, and it's a global market that everybody can understand. So it depends on what kind of service and how much of market expansion that you can look at and reach to, to reach students from various, levels of education or various cities or towns across the globe. So whether you're in one place or in multiple places, processing students is online and has become very convenient and competitive right now. So share the next slide, please. So let me share with you a few updates that have been happening in the study abroad industry. Australia recently announced an increase in the post-study work rights for up to 6 years in certain regions in their country. Similarly, Denmark has increased its post-study work permit from 1 year to 3 years. So that means it clearly shows that the market is growing at a high rate, and plenty of SOPs being given by different countries to attract students. So France, again, after Mr. Modi's visit, has increased it to 5 years for any master's program that are being attended by international students or Indian students. And similarly, on the front of other tests that are being taken by students. GRE and GMAT have also planned to change their formats from Jan 24. They're going to remove certain sections. They're going to change the analytical writing part, add data insights into their program, shorten the test length, and call it GRE focus and GMAT focus. So that's a huge development that's coming in into students for students planning to take up GRE and GMAT exams. Similarly, IELTS has brought in a new change which was previously available but stopped for some time. Australia is being accepted by this particular module. The students can now retake the individual modules of the IELTS scores. There are 4 skills that are normally taken by students, that is reading, writing, listening, and speaking. In case the student does not satisfy one of the levels or multiple levels of the requirement specified for a particular program, they can individually retake the skill and then satisfy the program. I think this is a huge development for international students, where a lot of students were put back by not able to apply to certain courses because of the lack of scores. So this is a huge advantage that has come in at the right time, where students can really increase their chances of getting into universities. US again is going to increase the number of STEM majors into the international students programs, so that more and more number of students opt for OPT and get a chance to get into OPT, and more programs are added to the the already available that are
Mr. Satish, I'm not able to hear you. You need to check the mic.
Hello.
Yes, you're back. I can hear you now.
Yeah. So the Schengen countries have updated today that they're going to remove the visa stamping method, and they're going to introduce a biometric system where there'll be an exit entry system. So there's no more stamping, waiting in queues, waiting for stampings, and to travel across these countries. So they're trying to simplify the process more and more. So these are some of the updates that are happening over the last few months. So next slide. So these are snapshots of some of the offer letters that were received by our students from some of the prestigious universities across the globe, whether it's Canada, whether it's Australia, whether it's UK, US, or other countries. Next slide, please. So these are some of the biggest names that we have seen students getting into from our side through our channel partners. So these are some of the institutions, a handful of that we could accommodate because of space. Some of these prestigious institutions where students were enrolled in the last few intakes. Next slide. So the list continues, and there is a huge list, but due to space constraint, we have accommodated only a few names here. So added to that, to increase visibility to students and other people, we also enable from our side spot admissions from time to time depending on the intakes available. We also conduct engagement webinars and spot assessments for our channel partners, so that they are also aware of the current updates, the current admission procedures, and they can even talk to universities directly during those spot admissions and webinars. So these are facilitation services that we do to enable channels to become more focused on their admission process, know better about the university, focus on student admissions, and get more students for them. So some of the scheduled webinars and engagement webinars are spot admissions are as follows. From US, UK, and France, we have lined up a few spot admission and webinar sessions, and as months go by, there'll be more to follow, so that there's more engagement from the universities towards the channels also. And these are some of the intakes that are open. So as you onboard, you probably might be able to get students for these intakes. February and July is open for Australia. September is open for most of the countries. January again, US, UK, Europe is open. March again, France, Germany, and a few European countries are open. So these intake options are open as you onboard. So the market is open and ready for you. Next slide, please. So these are some of the most preferred countries that students normally target from India: New Zealand, UK, Australia, France, US, Japan, South Korea, and some of the few countries have just started picking up students, becoming another new destinations for students to come up for international education. The next one. So some of the popular courses ranging from business management to environment studies to gaming to pharmacy to robotics, all these courses are in huge demand from students from India to different countries actually. Next one. So some of the popular universities, a handful of them that we have students, these universities in Australia. Next one. A few from the UK. Next. A few from Canada. US. So that was a brief to tell you about a whole story about what can be offered from this vertical. So in detail, the rest of the story can be had during the training. We will in detail explain to you about how the process runs, how the vertical works, how it connects between you and us, how students get benefits from these processes. So thank you, Halima. I think Ankita can take over.
Thank you so much, Mr. Satish. I welcome Mr. Ankit Agarwal, who is the product director and the man behind this amazing technology, without which I would say that this working into this vertical, I would feel that it's not technically great, because the way the technology is designed, this makes your business works 10x times faster. So I welcome Mr. Ankit Agarwal. Mr. Agarwal, over to you. Just bear with me a minute. Yes,
Very
thank
good
you so
evening,
much.
everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay, thanks. So, good evening, everyone. So, in this session, I'm going to show you the entire technology piece, how technology will make it super easy to manage the complete study abroad business. Now, in this platform, I'm going to show you how end-to-end, starting from the profiling, recommendations, everything, and the support structure, how you can, how you can be beneficial using the single platform. So let me share my screen. Okay, sure. So I'll divide this platform demo in 3 pieces. So first, I'll show you the platform from the student point of view. Then I'll show you the platform from the counselor's point of view. And the third section, I'll show you the platform from your sub-counselor's point of view. If you are having the plan to recruit some counselors in your company, or you're planning to give some referral platforms to individuals, how you can give it off. So I'll divide the 3 pieces. So first, let me show you platform from the student point of view. So all the partners will receive one dedicated web page. So in the web page, they don't look at my logo because it's a demo platform. So in your platform, throughout the platform, it will display your logos, your details, and your own page. Web page will be available. Okay. So you'll be having your customized web page. If you already have the website, you can integrate this web page within your existing website, or you can use this as your microsite. Okay, so complete end-to-end web page will be given to all of you, where you can use it off. Now here you can find this one option is there, start study abroad profiling. Now if any student approaches to you and looks for study abroad admission counseling, the first step is student need to visit to your page and need to click on start study abroad profiling. Once student click on this tab, then the first step is doing the registration. So student need to come over here and need to do one registration. So I'm just doing one dummy registration over here. Need to write his phone name, phone number, location, which password. That's it. So once the registration is done, then system will ask, are you looking admissions for the bachelor's, master's or doctoral? It can be bachelor's degree diploma certificate or master's degree diploma certificate. Say I'm looking admission for the bachelor's program. So as a student, I'll click on the bachelor's. Now, once I click on the bachelor's, then certain questions will come that student need to answer, like which intake I am looking the admission, what's my score in the 10th grade, say 80%. So for India participants, there will be different questions. For international, there will be different questions. So questions will be different for India and the abroad. those who are joining from the other countries. So here, I'm just mentioning here all the details. Your board, if the student belongs to IBDP, okay, so emergency contact number, 2020, any backlogs, no backlogs, any education gap, no gap, any exam, any work experience. If student already has appeared in the IELTS, then student can define the IELTS score. Okay, any budget constraint, any country preference, say USA, UK, no. Travel history, any course preference, yes, I'm looking for global business and I'm looking specialization, IB international. Any colleges preference, no. I'm looking only for the degree programs, no diploma. Expectations, looking for good college with scholarship. So here student will finish the profiling and press submit. Now, once I press submit, then immediately you'll find one report is generated, download study abroad report. So once I click on this report, then you can find over here. So again, throughout this report, it will display your logos and your branding. Okay. So this report is available. So whatever responses I have given, all these responses are captured over here. Based on AI, system will also calculate the profile weightage, how much chances I'm having to get the good college. So it's 88%, that's good. So any profile that's above 70% is considered as a good profile. So this is a good profile of a candidate. So any number of students can come and do the profiling over here. Now, once the profiling is done, we also have connected over here English proficiency test. So this is for those students who want to check their English proficiency. See, this is not an IELTS. This is just to check the basic English proficiency. So student can click on the start now. One timer test will come where for every question there is a timer and student can give the responses. Okay, I'm not completing the entire exam over here. And once this is completed, then you can find the results of this English proficiency test again will be included as a part of the report. Okay, so as a first step, student has come to your web page, student has done the profiling, downloaded the report, and if you think so, student, if you want to recommend the IELTS, then student can also undergo the basic English proficiency test in the platform. After that, the next step comes the college recommendations. Okay, so when it comes on the college recommendations, just allow me 1 second. It is blocked in this demo. I'm just unlocking it off. Just 1 second. There is an option given to the counselors where if counselors want to hide the window for the candidate, okay, they can do so. Okay, so for this platform, actually I have blocked it off. So I'm just doing the unblocking so that you can see all the colleges from the student point of view. Okay, now coming back over here, now student has completed the profiling. After profiling, okay, there is an option over here where student can see all the college recommendations in the platform. So we are having the largest depository of the college information. So we are having the data available of more than 22 plus countries, accurate data available in your platform. Okay, so if you want to search any particular course like data science in UK or student want to search, just click over here and then you can find all the information will come down below. And there's so many filters are there like bachelor's, master's, doctoral, degree, diploma, certificate, intake wise, college wise, fees wise, all these filters are available over here. Where student can see the entire details over here, the course name, duration, what's the fees of this particular college, what's the ranking of the college, what's the QS ranking, what's the THE ranking, how much living cost is there, how much part-time student can get, what's the PSW, the climate, all the details student will get it off. Based on the profiling, what student has completed, system will also calculate the prediction, how much chances student is having to get into this particular college. So this college student is having the higher chances. So for every college, based on the AI system will also calculate the chances of the student to get admission in that particular college based on the historical data. We have many partners, so system will also indicate this particular university, this particular course is shortlisted by how many students. So you can see this course is already shortlisted very recently in last 3 months by the 11 candidates. So the 11 candidates who already have shortlisted this particular course, BSc in data science from the University of Essex. So that information you will get over here. Okay. If you want more details, there is a course link is available, and once you click on the course link, let me press some course link. It will straight away take you to that university web page. Okay. So this link is straight away, it will take you over there. There is an option over here about the program, where the summary about the program, you will get it over here. Documents checklist, what are the documents required if you want to apply to this particular university. You will find this blue icon. This will says whether it's a tied up university or non-tied up university. So wherever this blue icon is coming, it means this is a tied up university. Okay, you name the college, it will be available in our platform. So this platform is not only limited to the tied up colleges. So whether you are looking for the tied up colleges or you are looking for the Ivy League, non-tied up colleges across the globe, all that information you can access in the platform. You will find there's one more symbol over here that says a star. The star indicates there's other candidate recently applied for the same course, same university, and got the visa. So it means there's a success case recently in the last 3 months. So it means we are having some referral of a student in the last 3 months who is going to take the admission in the same university who already got the visa. So that is like a star icon, and blue indicates is a tied up. Now over here, you can find the option add milestones. So just need to click add milestones, and can shortlist the universities from here. And if I press now the download report, then whatever colleges I have shortlisted, so after profiling, all that colleges are now documented in a single report. You can see with the prediction, all these colleges with the benefits and country benefits, all are documented in a single report. I can just click on the download as a student from here. So simple. So profiling is done, prediction is done. I can see all the colleges. I can shortlist the colleges. If I'm looking for any particular university, I can just type here like Humber or anything and click on the search, and straight away university name will come over here. So once I click on the university and further click on the university, it will show me all the colleges offered or all the courses offered by this particular university. So all the listing of courses of this particular university also I can see in the platform, and plenty of filters are there where you can see the college information. This data we update in every 3 to 4 months. So when we are discussing now, just last week only, around 9 lakhs records we have updated. So we are having the courses information of more than 9 lakh records updated in every 4 months. Okay, so college recommendations you can find over here. Then the next step is the documents, and once I click on the documents over here, then you can find there are 2 set of the documents list updated over here. One is the application related documents that student need to upload, and then second you can find the visa related documents. Okay, so here we are having a dedicated visa team. So once we receive the offer letter, then we literally file the visa for each and every candidate. Okay, so you can find there are 2 set of the document that student need to upload over here: application related documents and second visa related documents. Now there are many students who find difficulty in terms of SOP. So we are having the SOP maker that's connected within the platform itself. A student can just click on the SOP maker, where SOP maker will open up. Okay, so a student can write over here in the SOP maker university name, and certain questions will be asked to the candidate, like write about your academics background, your interest, and certain tips also will be given over here. Okay, how he should write the answer. Now, as a student is giving certain inputs over here, right side, system will also calculate his SOP score. So any score that's above 75% is considered as a good SOP score. Okay, so here you can find and press next, and student can publish the SOP. Coming week, we are also launching the upgraded version of this SOP maker, where we are integrating the AI, where AI will write the SOP of a student and create a multiple copies, and student can select the best copy. Okay, so based on certain inputs, AI will help to write or to create the SOPs, and student can select the SOP. So SOP maker is integrated, and student can use this SOP maker to write multiple SOPs over here. Okay, so SOP is done of the platform of the student. Then from the student point of view, next step is the college applications. See, whatever work we are doing starting from the application submission till student is landing over there, whether it's a university coordination, submission of his documents to the university reverts. So student don't need to access the multiple platform. This is an integrated platform where you can see all the inputs and all the status of his applications, which date application is submitted, what university has reverted, when university has released the offer letter, right? So this is a single window where student can track the entire application status in a single window. Okay, so starting from his profiling, college's shortlisting, SOPs, documentation, the status of the applications, every single thing student can see in a single window. Okay, now apart from that, just let me go back to the student interface. Apart from that, if a student is looking for more solutions, probably the hostels facility, then across the globe, we are having the hostels information available within the platform, where a student can select the city and all the hostels information will be displayed to the candidate. A student can click on the hostels, can see the pictures of the hostels, the videos of the hostels. These are the private hostels, all the videos, everything. Okay, and if a student want to see the distance of this particular hostel from the campus, can just select the campus from here. Okay, and it will show the distance between. So here you can see this is just 7 minutes away, this hostel, just 3 minutes drive. Okay, so all the hostels information, everything is available in the platform. So there's SOP maker that's connected. There is a college shortlisting. All these things are available for the student point of view. Now, quickly, I'll show you the counselor dashboard. What are the functionalities available for the counselors and how counselors can use the dashboard. So far I have shown you the student page. Now, quickly, I'll move to the counselor page. Just let me open the counselor page. Let me log out. Okay. Just 1 second. Okay. So every company, every counselor will receive their own CRM. So once I open the CRM, this is how the CRM looks like. Okay. So now this CRM is open. So in this CRM, I can track each and everything. Okay. So first I can see how many students came to my web page and have done the profiling. So there are 250 students who came to my web page and have done the profiling. As you can also see my name, I just landed to the page and did one demo profiling. So you can find my name. So counselor can access all the reports from here. I just need to click on the report, abroad report, and I can see the student report straight away from my dashboard. Okay. See, in many cases, student will not do the shortlisting of the colleges and counselor want to do the shortlisting of the colleges with the help of our backend team. So this option is given to the counselors. So there's an option called track. So counselor can click on the track. Counselor can see all the responses feeded by the candidate. And if counselor want to change any responses, counselor can also change the response. Or if student has not done the profiling, counselor can also do the profiling on behalf of the candidate. Okay. College recommendations. Here, if counselors want, counselor can also do the shortlisting of the colleges on behalf of the student. Here, there's some more filters you will find. If you want to shortlist colleges only from the tied up colleges, just click on the tied up colleges. Okay. Now here shortlisting will take place only from the tied up colleges. Okay. So counselor can see and click on the add milestones and can shortlist the colleges and can search multiple courses like data science, USA, UK, Canada, Australia, France, Germany, Spain, Finnia, Singapore, Armenia, Austria, Belgium, China, Ireland, Italy. So there are plenty of colleges. All these colleges information are available in a single platform. So again, I'm repeating, we are having data of more than 9 lakhs colleges available across the globe, timely updated in our platform. So if counselors want, counselors can track from here. Now here, how the platform work is, if you're a very new counselor, you don't know how to do the shortlisting of the colleges, you need many support from our side. So every counselor will receive a dedicated person from our side who will be helping counselor in and out for each and every step. But only one step you need to do it off. Once the profiling is done, select the student name from here like Ankit. Here you will find the option forward, click on the forward, and then you can find multiple options here. like you need support from us for the college's shortlisting, you need to apply to the university, or you need an update on the applied university. Say, as a new counselor, you don't know what are the colleges you should recommend to the candidate. Just click over here and mention here, I need support on the college shortlisting, and submit. Immediately one ticket will be raised to your dedicated counselor. Okay, you can see that counselor phone number also upside. If you want to directly reach out to your dedicated support person, you can reach out. They'll helping you out for the college shortlisting and application submission, or you can directly forward from here. Okay, you can just select the profile and forward from here, and that person will be helping you out within the TAT. Okay, whatever communication or whatever recommendation this dedicated person is giving, right, you can download from your CRM, again from the reports, as well as here we will integrate one WhatsApp of your own choice, so that whatever communication is happening with university, or whatever communication university is giving, right, apart from the platform, every single communication you will be receiving in your WhatsApp, right? See, not necessary every time you have opened the CRM, right? So what we have done is we have integrated with your WhatsApp also. If university is releasing any offer letter, or university is asking any document, right, immediately you can see in your track over here what university is asking. Apart from that, you will also receive the communication in your official WhatsApp, and you will also receive a call from our side. So every time you'll be top of your file what's happening on that particular thing, right? So from the track, you can see the entire track. Now coming on the payouts. So as Halima mentioned, we are having more than 1,500 university tie-ups across the globe. If you want to see the payouts, how much payout you will receive from these universities, there's option over here, the payouts. Just click on the payouts tab. Now here you can see all the tied-up universities, and here you can see your payout. So this is the payout what you are going to receive it, right? So when we say 70-30, this is pre-calculated at a rate of 70%. So when I mention over here 10.5%, this is exactly what you are going to receive it of first year tuition fees. Say for example, first year tuition fees is a 15 lakhs. So here you will receive it 1,50,000 rupees as a payout. So all the university payouts you can see over here, and you can filter based on the country also, and you can see all the updated payout list straight away in your CRM, so that you know upfront how much payout you are going to receive it. Okay. Apart from that, here also you can see the payouts. Once you click on the payout, so whatever university you have shortlisted, here you can see how much payout you are going to receive it university wise, right? So you can see here all the profiles, the status of that particular application through the track, the report, payout. See details, you can see student name, email ID, password, everything you can see over here. On the top, you'll get the complete idea how many students has done the profiling, how many students college recommendations are pending, how many applications you have submitted to us. You will be knowing each and everything, like 10 applications you have submitted to us. Admissions done, how many admissions are done, you got the visa. And once you click on this one, you can also track when you are going to receive the payout and how much payout you are going to receive it, right? So all these things you can track over here. If you are charging to the candidate any amount, right? And if you want to raise the invoices to the candidate from the platform itself, you can click on the actions, and you can raise the invoice, generate invoice, and you can raise the invoice to the candidate. Why sometimes this is important? See, for the tied-up universities, we are not charging any visa processing charges, right? But there are many counselors who do charge, or there are many companies who do charge for the visa services, right? So you are free enough to charge to the candidate for the visa services, and you can raise the invoice from here to the candidate. From our side, for the tied-up universities, there are no visa processing charges, okay? So visa options are available over here. There's one more option. There's a block or unblock SOP maker. See, many companies, they don't want to give the SOP maker as an open flow to the candidate, okay? So if you want to block the SOP maker for the candidate, you can block it off. And once students submit the application to you and you want to unblock, then for that particular candidate, you can unblock the SOP maker. Same way, if you want to block the report or you want to unblock the report, so there are many configurations and options given to the counselor to manage the student profile from here. You want to send any mail to the candidate, straight away from the CRM, you can send an email to the candidate also about the recommendations. right? So here you can see all these things are available in your CRM. There's an open college search option also available for the counselors. Once you click over here, there's an open search option available where whichever course, say for example, you want to search for business related course in Canada, you can just do this search. This is an open search to the counselors, and it will give you the entire information, the fees, how much IELTS is required, how much TOEFL is required, what's the ranking of that particular university course. You can shortlist, and once you click on the course link, it will straight away take you to that particular university, that particular course page. Here you can see straight away university course page is opened, right? So that's available in your CRM, right? Payouts already I have shown you. So this is what available for the counselor's point of view. Now I'm coming quickly on the third layer, that's your referral partners. See, if you have taken the platform from our side and down the line you are planning to create your own sub agents, or you're planning to create your own sub counselors, right? So in the platform you can create the sub counselors. How? Simple. As a master, just go to the settings. Here there's an option called sub CRM settings. Click on sub CRM settings, and here add new. You just need to write that person name, give some username, give some password, and press submit. That's it. Once you do this thing, then automatically system will create a dedicated login page for your sub counselor and dedicated sub CRM for that particular counselor, right? So what will happen? You can see all the files, but they can see only those files that they are using it off. Okay. So in this way, sub CRM can be created of your referral partners or your sub counselors, and they can access from here. There is one more option we have given, the settings. See, if you want to have some arrangement, see, by default, your sub counselors cannot see any of the payouts. Okay. And from the settings, you can control what you want to show to them and what you don't want to show to them. Consider you also want to show them some payouts. Then make the payouts enabled yes, and give the percentage over here, how much payout you want to share with your referral counselor. Say 50% and submit. Then what will happen? System will automatically calculate. Say for a particular university in your CRM, it's reflecting 10%. So in their CRM, it will reflect 5%. Okay. So whatever arrangement you are going to have with your sub counselor, you can define over here, and then accordingly system will calculate and show the payouts in the sub CRM counselors. If you don't want to show any payouts to them, just make it no over here. Okay. So in this way, if you want, you can create a multiple sub CRM. So by default, we give the option to the master to create up to 5 sub CRMs free of cost, where up to the 5 platforms or sub CRMs you can create. All these sub CRMs, whatever you are creating, by default will be integrated with your platform. So here you can see Rishi. This profile has come from Anil Kumar. As a master counselor, you can see who has referred to you. Or if you want to see here, show me all those files, who has given, or say for example, Nikhil has given to me. Just select the Nikhil. So CRM will be refreshed. Nikhil has not given you any file. Say for example, how many files are given to me by Pranav? Just select the Pranav. So here system will refresh. So Pranav has done 92 cases and 92 files Pranav has given to you. So in this case, what will happen? You can not only do B2C, you can also do B2B, where you can also create your own distribution network who can give files to you. Okay. Here, underlying point is we will not connect with your sub CRM partners. They cannot forward file to us. That file will first come to your CRM, master CRM, and you can only transfer that file to us. So we'll be dealing only with you, not with your sub CRM that you need to inform to them. So here, these are the solutions available for your counselors and for your sub CRM, where you can track each and every file. You can track the report. You can see the report. All these things are available in the platform. Apart from that, we are also providing the training. Now, once the training is over, okay, there's a lot of content is there, right? Whether it's country related content or it can be the marketing material. So there's one option available for the counselors post training where you can see like country by country, like Germany, and a lot of marketing material, including university wise marketing material, lot of marketing material, and the information is available that you can download and you can review these informations. There is also certain agreements if you want to get signed by the candidate, right? Like candidate application checklist and all these things, country-wise checklist. All this training material as well as the marketing material is available in your dashboard. So these things you'll be receiving in your WhatsApp, as well as all these things will be loaded in your CRM, so that anytime you can download this marketing material and you can use it all. So these information again available to the counselor's dashboard. Now moving quickly to the last point, just 1 second. Now we also have given one option to the counselors. As I have mentioned, we are giving you one web page. If you want to change slightly the look and feel of this web page, right? So there's an option given over here where you can change your logos, you can upload the counselor image, you can change the banner image, you can change the color themes throughout your platform, primary color, secondary color, banners, images. You want some content to be included in your web page, you can write about the counselor, about your services. Okay, all these things are available in the platform sub CRMs. You want to change slightly look and feel of the report that generated automatically by the platform. You can design or you can change the look and feel of the report. You want to do some SEO settings, you can integrate your Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, Skype, locations, favicons. So complete look and feel of your complete interface, your complete platform, you can change from here itself. Okay, so there are lot many other functionalities also available in the platform, but in a quick demo, these are the things that I wanted to highlight to you. So there is a separate interface for the student. There is a separate interface for the counselors where you can track payouts, everything. And there is a separate interface for your sub CRMs. So all these things are integrated together in one study abroad dashboard. If you are having any further questions at a time of Q&A, I'll take your questions. Back to Halima.
Thank you so much, Ankit. That was really exciting, and the amazing technology always get me thrilled to know that there can be so many features to make sure that the business can be done seamlessly with this technology. Thank you so much for that insightful information. Now, before you must have heard a lot of information. So now it's time for me to know something from all of you. So I would just want to ask you a couple of questions before I proceed further. And here are the questions, all right? The first one I would want to know from you is, what do you think is the most important thing required to start the study abroad business? And, you can choose the things that you think is important, and I will tell you what we think about it. Yes, now that's building up the excitement. Yes, everyone. I would want everyone to pitch in here to express your views, and I would know that what you all think about it. So go ahead and choose the one you think is right. All right. So a few more seconds. Hurry up, everyone. Just choose the option that you think is relevant, as per your experience, and what do you think about it? All right. So time up. Let me see what the poll says. 76% of the people think that the most important thing required to start the study abroad business is domain knowledge, university tie-ups, application processing team, and technology. Some of them have told that 14% people say that domain knowledge is important, which is true. And 3% says that university tie-ups are important. I partially agree with this. Like I said, you don't really need to run after getting the university types. You can collaborate with us, and you can have it all. So I would say that all of the above is what we think, and that's exactly why we make sure that we cover this program with training, certification, provide you university tie-ups, give you an exceptional team that process applications to all the countries, and an amazing technology that Mr. Agarwal just showed. So all of the above we feel is the right answer. So let's go ahead with the next one, and I would want everyone to pitch in and share your view on it. So the next one would be, just one moment here. According to you, how many days it takes to start your own study abroad business? And we can start the polling now. And this is one of the questions that most of the people who reached out to me has asked me. How much time do you think it takes for me to set up the whole business? So I will tell you what we think about it, but let me know what you think about it. So a few more seconds to go. Everyone just pitch in. That's your mode of communication with me. So I would want to hear it from all of you to know what you think about it. Okay, we have 3 weeks, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, or more than 1 year. I'm not talking about the revenue or profit that you can expect from this business. I'm talking about how much time it takes only to start your own business and set it up. So a few more seconds, and there we go. Yes. So 57% of the people think it's 3 weeks, 26% says it's 3 months, 8% says it's 6 months, and 3 and 4% says it's a year or more than a year. I would say that 1 year could be right for people who wants to go solo, because there is a lot of preparation that you have to do to start your own study abroad business. And if you really want to do everything on your own, that might take longer than 1 year. All right. But if you collaborate with us, it takes just 3 weeks. All right. So 3 weeks is the right answer. And, we can make it possible within just that period. So a majority of you are right. So we'll go with the next one. And I request everyone to step in for this. This is the last one. And I would want to know, how many countries do you wish to process the application? What do you think you can manage when you get into this business? You think you would just want to deal with USA, UK, Canada, Australia, New Zealand? Or do you think you just want to cover the Europe one? Or do you think you want to go for Singapore, UAE, Malaysia, Japan, South Korea? Or do you want to deal with everything? So what do you think you would want to, where do you think you want to process the applications to? That's interesting. All right, a few more seconds. And I think done. All right. So now 76% of the people says that they would want to process applications to all the above options, which practically is possible with us, because we are, as I know, we are the only one who gives you the bandwidth or who gives you the privilege to deal with all the countries. Otherwise, I've heard people joining 4, 5 different vendors to cater to some countries. All right. For Europe, they have to rush to somebody else. For Canada, they have to rush to someone else. But with Edu Milestones, you don't really need to. So all of the above, I consider they're all going to be with us, because that's when you will be able to process it to every country. All right. So that was interesting. Thank you so much, everyone, for actively taking part in it. And I have more insightful and important, exciting information for you to come up with. So this is building up the tempo. Stay tuned while I just go ahead with the next one now. We have with us, Ms. Shama. We have a lot of people reaching out to me asking, can you let me talk to any of your, counselors who have been doing well? I want to know, how their journey has been. So I would love to have Ms. Shama here, who has been with us for a couple of years, and she's been doing good. And 2 of her students have been processed recently. So let's hear this from Shama. Hi, Shama. Welcome you here.
Hello, ma'am. Good evening. Thank you for introducing me.
Yes,
ma'am, I hope you can hear me clearly.
Yes, I can hear you perfectly fine. So let me tell you that it's a privilege to have you associated, and to have you with us. Thank you so much for taking your time out today. So please share us your experience. How has been your journey, and how has been your experience in processing those applications, and what are your future plans? So there's a lot that I would want to know, but if you can just begin with this.
Sure, ma'am. Sure, ma'am. So before I begin, a very good evening, Halima, ma'am, Vipin, sir, Ankit, sir, Nida, ma'am, and Satish, sir. A very good evening to all the people who are attending. And thank you for having me on this platform and giving me the opportunity to share my experience. So I have been associated with Edu Milestones for around 15 months now. It's been more than a year. I joined last year in May, and we are in September now. In this 1 year, like Halima ma'am rightly said when she was talking to all of us, that it takes time to learn the process. But when I joined Edu Milestones, I had those same fears because this was a totally new domain for me. Although I do belong to the education sector, but the study abroad thing was a totally new domain. So just like a lot of people attending today, I had the same fears that you all have. About whether I will be able to understand which colleges to, suggest to the children, how will I manage the entire process, so on and so forth. But like Pam said, that the training that we were given in the first couple of weeks, like the first 1 week, we were given a very intensive training, which would go on for 2-3 hours for 5-6 days. That gave a lot of insights into, how you should be planning the entire business model and how you can guide students. Eventually the first 2-3 weeks, there was a lot of hand holding that I always got response whenever I contacted, whatever time of the day it was, in the working hours. I always got a very prompt response, and I became more and more confident to go on with this journey of mine. So that's how I began. I belong from a very small town in the state of Maharashtra. I'm from Nasik, and compared to Bangalore, we are a very small town. But I never felt scared, to be able to take this big step and move ahead. So that is how it all began. As far as the entire platform that I received from Edu Milestones, it is so systematic. It is so up to the point that I do not have any issues when it comes to researching universities. I don't have any problems when it comes to giving regular updates to students who are going through me. There is no problem when it comes to checking what are the rankings of the universities, which are the courses that are offered. Everything I get on the platform. So that becomes very convenient for me, because Google sometimes can be a little deceiving when it comes to getting the right kind of information. But when it is filtered properly for you, you get to understand, you get to differentiate between the information and the knowledge that you need. So that knowledge is what is available on the platform that, I got.
Yes, Shama. But this is really interesting for me to know that you're from Nashik, and Nida did not specify the location, because I've heard a lot of people telling me that I'm from a small town. I don't think so. It is possible. People don't understand the value of counseling, but I do tell people that people are evolving, and I guess COVID has set that expectation higher now, that people want support in terms of choosing the right option. So how has been your experience with the parents? I mean, they were excited to get the counseling. They were keen on it.
Yes, ma'am. In fact, a lot of times the local people are trusted more when it comes to taking a chance with your child. When the parents are planning to send their children abroad, it is a very emotionally challenging decision for them as well. So when they speak to somebody who's locally available, whom they can trust, who understands the entire system and can guide them properly, it really has a very huge advantage. It's not that you don't have these options online. I mean, if you go to search career guidance consultants, you will get plenty of them. But then when you have a one-to-one face-to-face interaction with the parent in your town, the parents also feel comfortable to be able to trust you with the guidance that you're giving them. So secondly, there's a lot of, like I told you, ma'am, there's so much available on Google that I read one of the questions that one of the participants asked, that how do you know whether the university is really a credible university or not?
That's right.
Yeah, because it's so much, huh? Right, ma'am. So getting this information, like my mentor is Satish sir. I had the support of Bhumika ma'am as well when I was processing these applications. So when you know that you have the right kind of mentor to support you, you can ask these questions to them and you are sure to get the genuine information and knowledge from them, So
Sure.
I am very confident when I'm suggesting universities and colleges to parents, because I know that I have really genuine and very dedicated mentors there to support me through the journey.
It really counts a lot when you have someone to count on, and I totally
Absolutely.
agree with that.
Yeah.
And as far as the universities are concerned, if it is genuine or not, I recently heard that father the son duo were duped for a couple of lakhs. Definitely not couple of lakhs, a lot of money. Because they thought it's a genuine one, and that turned out to be a fake website. So at least with the right technology, when you know that this is the data that you're accessing through a reliable portal, I think that should not be the concern. So I totally agree with you, Shama. And
Yes.
thank you so much for taking time out and sharing your experience with us. You were, a valuable client to us, and we'll look forward for more in the coming years with you. All right.
Yes, ma'am. I am
And
also very hopeful of growing further with this. I just want to share with all the attendees who are there in the webinar that give it some time. You can get there. I mean, I'm really getting a lot of inquiries now for study abroad, and I'm really able to process them with much more confidence. So it does work.
that's wonderful, Shama. Thank you so much. And we'll look forward for more files from you. Any support that is required, we are there with you. So let's grow together. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
Same here. Take care. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Thank you, ma'am. Take care. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So everyone, that was Miss Shama, who is one of her clients, and she shared the valuable insights. So all I can say is, respect for people who've been operating for small cities and towns and yet performing well. So it does not just take money and support, but it also needs courage and to be wise to do this. So really hats off to all the people who have been into this business and doing well. So let's proceed further, and can we get to the slides, please? Yes. Thank you so much. So we have, generally a puzzled mind where we would say that, can I get the application processing team? Will it have a high investment? How would I get the latest university updates? Because Google, like Shama said, has a lot of information, but you never know which one to trust and which one not to. So what will I do about the latest university updates? How can I rely it's good? Having a wonderful technology to support the business that you have. You can definitely take this technology from many different companies, but again, this is the one that is designed specifically for this vertical. All right, and that's what it counts, because this is just for this vertical. So it fits in right there. All right, to make sure that everything is available and convenient. University tie-ups, marketing materials, that's a buzz. But with Edu Milestones, you can connect those dots and get the proper direction on to go ahead further. Next slide, please. All right, so if you want to start a study abroad business with own branding, CCCI's program is for you. And I'm sure you have understood that what exactly we're delivering, and how we have designed the entire program, which covers the entire spectrum to become a successful international studies counselor. Next slide, please. Okay, these are some of the certificates that we have, which looks exactly like this. And these are our existing channel partners, our clients, Mr. Ninad Borkar, Nizam, Komal, Anish, Priyanka. These are all our existing clients and have been doing really great. And if you want to be the one, then the certificate would look exactly like this, which is definitely waiting for the right deserving aspirants to be placed here.